Okay, so here is the Algebra 1 Interactive Notebook Setup. So first thing I had you guys do was just title the page. Feel free to pause the video at any time so you can copy it down. Please put your name, not mine. So now we have the table of contents, okay, and we did fill up from 1 to 9. So again, pause this, make sure you have unit, topics, and page numbers. Pause it at any time, but we wanted to keep 3 pages just for the table of contents. The 4th page is blank, okay? So page number 1, we numbered our pages on the top corner. So like 1, this one's 2, 3, and so on. So page 1 starts unit 1, which is review of solving equations, right? I also have examples of special cases. And remember, this is your notebook, so if you want to add more notes down here, feel free to. So page 2 started inequalities. I know it's hard to see the rule and the flip-flop method for inequalities, but it's good to have that written down clearer. Page 3 was compound inequalities, which represented the ors and the ends. And then also down here we had special cases. Also notice that they all have examples that are blank. So what you should do right before the midterm is go back into your notes and kind of put an example. Because right now, if it doesn't have an example, it's not going to help you later on. Page 4, we had absolute value equations, right? It wouldn't hurt to maybe add the definition of absolute value. Make sure you break out of jail. A lot of you forgot to do that on your spiral. Page 5, we have absolute value inequalities, right? Notice how I added for greater, right? Remember we said great or, less than, sounds like and. Again, there's no example. You should add an example. Page 6 was absolute value functions, the graphs, when we dealt with the parent functions. I kind of added some more notes down here just because this is more complicated. Right? When is it a reflection when the A is negative? What does it mean to be stretch and a shrink? Okay, you may want to add that in. And then page 7 was the last foldable I gave you, which was all about slope and linear equations. Again, notice that the X and Y intercepts are blank. You need to fill that in. Page 8, we should add line of best fit and correlation. I don't know if you have a printer at home, but the correlation R with the graphs would be a great example to throw in here. Line of best fit, if you have an example in your notebook, cut it out, glue it on here. So systems, I am going to give you a handout, most likely tomorrow or Monday, where you will fill out for how to solve systems the 3 ways. And then you guys are going to put that here. Okay, so that's really the setup. And then remember, we kind of numbered our pages up until at least 25, okay? So your job, starting next week, is to bring this to class. Make sure your table of contents is up to date. Bye, guys.